Hello everyone, it's me, DillysSims. Welcome back to my channel. Today is floor plan day, the day of the week where I pick a floor plan, usually off of Google, and I recreate it in The Sims. So today's floor plan, I have dubbed the... wow, gay. Anyways, I have called it, or dubbed the, whichever one. What did I name it? Let me look at my calendar. Family Run Trailer, because I was looking at the floor plan and then I started creating it and I was like, it looked like the shape of a trailer, so I decided that that's what I would create, a trailer. So it's obviously very family run, and if you look at the furnishings of this house, you will see that there are some like antique quote-unquote furniture, some furniture that doesn't like fit, and I wanted it to look very like family run. Like obviously a family lives here, that's why there's a litter box for the cat next to the dining room table. That's why you have doggy bowls next to the counter, the island counter, toys everywhere, and animal toys everywhere too, because this isn't just I feel like families with kids tend to have animals, because of course when you go to the pet store, the little kid, your child's always like, mommy, or daddy, I want this, I want it, I want to take it home, I promise I'll feed it and take care of it. And I mean, they never do, because you know they're children, and so then it ends up being your job as a parent to take care of it. I'm so wise. And that's how it always goes, at least in my house. I have like 3 dogs, and my sisters always said that they would take care of it, but they never do. And I mean, if you ask them, they'll be like, yeah, I take care of them. No, don't believe them. All lies. Liars. Lies. Anyways, how are you guys doing? Are you guys doing good? Good, that's what I like to hear. I like to hear when you guys are doing good. If not, feel free to tell me in the comment section below why you're not feeling well, and I will try to brighten your day, because that's all I can do. Me personally, I'm not fully okay, so I'm gonna tell this story and hopefully it doesn't go on for too long. But I mean, I have like 11 minutes to talk, so it's okay if it takes up the entire thing. So where do I start? Okay, so normally I wake up with like what I categorize as a dry throat, where I wake up and then all I have to do is drink some water and I will be fine. It does feel like a sore throat, but just the consumption of water hydrates my throat and I feel better. So it's like a normal thing that I don't really pay too much attention to, because I've lived with it like for years. And so I woke up yesterday, 2 days ago, and I was like, oh, there's my dry throat again, better drink some water. And so I went to go drink water, and then it hurt. Like swallowing, the process of swallowing hurts. And I was like, what's going on? So then like I went to the mirror and I opened up my mouth and I checked, and there's like white spots on my tonsils. And I was like, oh my god, I have tonsillitis, also known as tonsil stones. And first thing I thought was, oh my god, I need to Google how to get rid of it. And like people tell me, and I've known quite a few, not known because they're not dead, I know quite a few people who have had tonsil stones, and every time I talk to one of them, they're just like, you just have to use a Q-tip and you just push them out like a zit or something. And that's a cute idea, but when I do it, like literally last night I was doing it, and like I stuck my Q-tip next to the white spot to try to push it out, and the Q-tip went into the tonsil and I just bled everywhere. And I was like, oh my gosh, this isn't happening to me. Why is this happening to me? This is horrible. Like, it really hurts to swallow. So like swallowing food hurts, swallowing liquids hurts. And I actually took the day off of work today, and I'm recording this on Tuesday. because I had to make a doctor's appointment because I'm like, I don't want my throat to close up. Because if you look at my tonsils, yesterday, before I made my appointment, they were almost the size of golf balls. And I was getting very afraid that, like, they would close up. Like, my tonsils would get so inflamed that they would close up and I would choke to death. Or suffocate, technically. And I called the doctor, went to the doctor, and they swabbed my throat, and so now I'm waiting for the doctor to tell me what it is, because she thinks it might not be tonsillitis. She says it might be tonsillitis, or it might be strep throat. Either way, they both look the same, so it's hard for her to tell just by looking at my throat. But she told me I can take ibuprofen, and here's the sucky part about the entire thing. She told me to drink only room temperature water or warmer and hot tea. Looking outside right now, it's 102 degrees outside. I want to be drinking ice cold water all day, but I can't because apparently cold liquids make it worse. So I have to suck it up and I have to drink room temp water. I don't want room temp water, I want cold water. But, you know, it is what it is, I guess. It's so awful. And to, like, I don't want to say to add insult to injury, but what is the worst part of the whole scenario is I mentioned in another video recently that I had a sleepover with a man friend. And that's why I pre-recorded Sunday's video and the 100 baby challenge and all those like videos around Saturday and Sunday, because I slept over my man's house and I was feeling okay and like normal, and of course because we're dating, we meet out, and I feel so awful, like this. I feel like this horrible monster because I woke up the next morning or 2 mornings later and I found out I might have tonsillitis, or I really hope not, because tonsillitis is very hard to contract, or it's not very contagious. So, but if it's strep throat, that's a lot more contagious than tonsillitis is, and I really hope I didn't give him tonsillitis, or I mean either one. I hope I didn't give him either one. But oh my god, what did I just do with this video? Oh, I know what happened. It's because I like rebuilt everything, so then I rewinded it. Okay, so you got to see me recreate the kids' room like twice. And now the parents' room. Okay, beautiful. It's coming along. There we go. But I feel like an evil monster because I didn't know. I didn't feel bad, you know, like when I went over to his house. I didn't feel, you know, weird the next morning. I felt really normal. But I feel like an evil monster because if he did catch whatever I have, I feel like I'm an evil monster who's like ruining lives. I mean, either one, whether it's strep throat or tonsillitis, it's not gonna like ruin him. It's not going to kill him. It's gonna be mildly uncomfortable, but you know, it's not like it's life-threatening. But I just feel so awful. I feel it like stuff like this triggers me because, and I know this isn't something that I've ever lived through, and I don't know too many people. I know a few, but not too many people who suffer with this. But like the LGBTQ, well, mostly the gays. When it comes to like gay culture, there's this whole weird, like, not weird because it's definitely justified. Thousands of us died in the 80s over HIV and AIDS. So like I feel like an evil monster because I'm like, I am personally so afraid of like catching diseases and all this other stuff. But then what do? I go ahead and I possibly, again, I won't know until tomorrow what the diagnosis is, or if he even has it, because he might be, I don't want to say immune, but you know, he might be fine. Like, he might not have caught it, whatever I have. But it's just like, how can I be so anal about, like, protecting myself, but then I go ahead and, I mean, again, it was an accident. I didn't know. I didn't feel bad. I felt like every other day when I wake up, like I had a dry throat. But how do I do that to somebody? It makes me feel like an evil, awful human. And I apologized to him and I told him, you know, this was the situation, and he seems really okay with it. So far, I mean, haven't heard from him all day, but he is a busy businessman. He's very busy with business, so we'll see. I'll keep you guys posted. I'll let you guys know if I'm single by the end of the week. Again. And then, you know, another 2 weeks will go by and then I'll be, like, in another relationship because I'm a serial monogamist. And I can't be single because being single is, like, the end of the world to me. Yeah, I am such a hot mess. I really hope it's nothing horrible, and I really hope he didn't catch it, because if he caught it, I already hate myself as it is, but I'm gonna hate myself even more. Because I just feel like, again, an evil monster. I know it's not HIV or AIDS or anything like that, but it just, I can't believe I did that, you know? I'm very scared. I really hope that he's fine. He hasn't said anything like he feels weird, but I told him to gargle some salt water because according to the internet, and I know it's on the internet so it's 100% accurate, but the internet says that's a good way to prevent tonsillitis, gargling salt water, warm salt water. Which right after this I'm gonna go gargle some salt water myself because it's supposed to help kill some of the bacteria that's caused by that causes tonsillitis. So yeah, hopefully he doesn't get it. I'm gonna text him and ask him if he's gargled salt water yet, because I want to, this sounds awful, but I want to bully him until he does it, because I care about his safety so much. Even if he wants to, like, not talk to me anymore, I just want to know that he's safe. I feel like I just gave him AIDS, or cancer, or some STD, which HIV and AIDS is an STD, sort of, but it's also breaks down your immune system. Anyways, this is getting very dark, and I don't like to talk about it because it really does trigger me. So, yeah, this is great. So how is everyone else doing? I hope you guys don't have strep throat or tonsillitis like I possibly do. Well, I'm getting really close to the end of the video, guys. Let me know what you think of this floor plan. If you have any ideas for a floor plan, or like if you see one online, feel free to email it to me. My email's in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, comment, do all those fun YouTube things, and I will catch all of you guys next time. Bye, everybody.